Cars 2 for the Nintendo 3DS is a racing game from 2011 that's a tie-in for the movie of the same name. The game's developed by Firebrand Games, best known for their racing games for the original Nintendo DS, and published by Disney Interactive Studios. The game's story mode is just like the movie, but with Lightning McQueen visiting two more countries than what the movie story had. It takes around 2 to 3 hours to complete the story mode completely. And along with the story mode, the game has a Chrome feature where you can replay the stages from the story mode. Now, the gameplay is divided by two styles, racing and spy missions. In the racing mode, you have three options which you can choose: the standard race, the challenge mode, and the rivalry mode. The standard race is basically a standard race. You drive 3 laps around the track with 3 or 4 opponents with you. The challenge mode is basically an elimination mode where a timer counts down eliminated the racer in the last place, so you basically just stay in the first place and win. The rivalry mode has you competing with only one opponent around the track, so it's basically just a standard race. Then the spy missions. They are different based on their own with the objective of the stage changing between each one. For example, you escape the oil rig, you sneak past security lights in the airport stage, and disable cameras in the casino. The game also has 13 characters to choose from, with most of the characters being main characters from the movie. The roster includes Lightning McQueen, Francesco Bernoulli, Shu Todoroki, Nigel Gearsley, Max Schnell, Carla Veloso, Raul Carroll, Finn McMissile, Holly Shiftwell, Mater, Professor Z, Graham, and Acer. All of the characters have one of three abilities. Lightning McQueen, Nigel Gearsley, Carla Veloso, and Holly Swiftwell have the ability to jump up. Francesco Bernoulli, Shu Todoroki, and Finn McMissile have the ability to go on two wheels, just like the home console game. And the rest, Raul Carroll, Max Schnell, Mater, Professor Z, Graham, and Acer have the ability to ram forward a little, giving them a small speed boost with it. And this is nowhere to be documented in online. I think this is the first time someone mentions it in a review of the game. The characters have hidden stats. The characters with the jump ability are good all around with good off-road, handling, acceleration, and speed. The ones with the two-wheel ability have good acceleration and handling, but they're terrible on off-road. And when I say terrible, I mean it. The ones with the ram ability are basically about the same as the jump ability drivers, but their handling is slightly worse. And in the tracks, you can unlock shortcuts with those abilities I just told you about. Speaking about the tracks, there are 20 different tracks in the game, with the United States, Japan, England, and Italy having 4, and France and Germany having only 2. The tracks in the different countries are mostly the same, as the developers simply just created a small open world environment and put some walls and barriers to make it a track. It feels a little lazy and quite sad that we can't explore the environments as it would have been a fun way to goof around, just like the free roam mode in the original 3 Cars games released on home consoles. However, Japan, Italy, and England have an extra 4 track, which is the World Grand Prix track. Not the exact same ones from the movie, but they're still good. They're actually new environments this time, so it's not the same as the other race tracks. And now on to the graphics. The game's graphics are mediocre. The cars you drive are surprisingly good for the type of game this is, an early 3DS game. but otherwise the game looks trash. The game has most of its assets taken from the inferior Nintendo DS version, which looks pretty good for the hardware, but still, they completely blew it with some of the textures. They're sometimes very low quality and look faded and dried of color and life. There is no reason why they look so lifeless, as the worse Nintendo DS version is way more colorful and vibrant. And also, with some of the cars, their eyes aren't even transparent, with the circle shaped eye texture in a black square. How did they mess that up? And for a bonus fact, in the challenge mode, basically the elimination mode, if you get disqualified, it looks like your car is a bloody explosion. Pretty unnerving for a kid's game. I'm sure at least one little dude got creeped out from that back in 2011. So, we've had a simple story mode with basically no depth, shallow game modes, an alright character roster, unbalanced extra abilities, boring and uninspired tracks with a lot of missed potential, and bland and dull graphics with texturing issues throughout. Is there anything good in the game? The music. The music in the game is great. It has different styles mixed throughout, with country and techno style being the leading genres, with soundtracks being they were made in Japan. Unfortunately, every sound in the game is compressed to fit on the original Nintendo 3DS version's cartridge. Here's the thing, they used the compressed audio files on the more capable Nintendo 3DS version, which kinda baffles me to be honest. Now we have skins slash paint jobs for the playable characters. They're mostly just texture swaps, with Mater and Lightning McQueen surprisingly having completely unique models for some of the skins instead of simple texture swaps. Graham and Acer somehow lack different paint jobs for unknown reasons. Okay, just before the video ends, I want to show you this. Overall, Cars 2 for the Nintendo 3DS is a mediocre 6 out of 10. Anyways, thanks for making it this far into the video, and like and subscribe, it helps me out. Trust me, man. And I'll upload soon. Bye.